Hi, my name is Neville, and I want to talk to you about salt. But before I do that, I have a personal story that I'd like to relay. 1979, I was in my early 20s. I traveled from New Jersey to Los Angeles, California, because I wanted to become a LAPD. I wanted to become a Los Angeles police officer. And during the health exam part of the entry applicant process, I was given blood test and blood pressure and found out that I had high blood pressure. So I didn't stay in Los Angeles. I wound up coming back to New Jersey and resuming my job here in New Jersey. And occasionally I would see doctors and go to local hospitals to get my blood pressure checked. And invariably I'd be put on medication. And nobody looked any further than that. 1994 rolls around and I suffer from this pain in my lower backside. Come to find out that it's a kidney stone. And I don't know if you've ever had a kidney stone, it's quite painful. Upon further research, the doctor found that I had a kinked ureter, and the ureter leads from the kidney to the bladder. And as you're trying to get rid of urine out of your bodily system, the kink would allow the urine to backwash into my kidney. And what I was told was that when the kidney gets a backwash of urine, such as what I had, the kidney will put a hormone into the blood system and it will raise blood pressure. At no time was I ever given that information prior to this time. It was surgically straightened out and I've been fine ever since. But the thing that I was to find out subsequent was the importance of salt. And I don't think people understand just how important salt is to the bodily system. There are different types of salt. You have iodized salt, which is simply chloride or salt that's prepared just with iodine. And the reason why that came about was early 1900s, people who lived near the Great Lakes region, where there's just fresh water, no access to seawater or sea salt, were coming down with a malady known as goiter. And a goiter is like a big ball that sits in the front of the neck. And what it's caused from is lack of iodine in the thyroid. So the government prevailed upon salt companies to start putting iodine in salt. Once the companies did that, they took out all of the natural nutrients out of salt. And salt, sea salt, has over 80 nutrients that the body needs. Just the cells need it, the organs need these nutrients, and when they don't have these nutrients, we can suffer from disease and ill health. So a study was done, as I'm to understand, and it's cited in the bibliography below, that nearly 3,000 hypertensive subjects were studied. And the result was that there was a 430% increase in heart attack in the group with the lowest intake of salt versus the group with the highest salt intake. That's significant. The body needs salt. When a farmer puts out animals in his field, he puts a salt lick out for his animals to take salt. Doesn't put a time schedule on them. Doesn't say you're going to take this salt pill, in the morning and one at night. Cows are not going to pay attention. Horses are not going to pay attention. No. So every animal needs salt. Also, I'm to understand is that the brain sits in a sea of a salt solution. Hydrochloric acid in the stomach is made from water and salt and other nutrients. And the hydrochloric acid is needed to break down vitamins and minerals so that the body can retrieve their nutrition from them. So salt is needed. If you run or if you exercise a lot and you sweat, and you notice that it's very salty, that has to be replaced. That and other nutrients are being lost in your body as you're doing your exercises. But most people don't replace them. They drink Gatorade, they drink water. Water and salt is what your body requires. Sea salt, preferably. Sea salt has the 80 nutrients that the body needs. Dr. Brownstein and Dr. Batmanghelidj have written books on salt and the necessary components of salt that are necessary to keep your body alive and in good shape. As a matter of fact, Dr. Brownstein says that he finds it nearly impossible to treat insulin resistance and diabetic patients who are on a low or no salt diet. I don't know. The use of unrefined salt will not cause elevated blood pressure. Further, due to its abundance of minerals, it can actually help lower the blood pressure in hypertensive patients. So, as I say all the time, do your research, but I would be remiss if I didn't say that my experience haven't led me to seek more than one medical opinion when it comes to a serious malady that me or any of my loved ones are suffering from. As always, do your own research, and I'll see you next time.